Hi QA folks, today I want to talk about US states for remote QA jobs in August 2024. First of all, I would say that nowadays it's harder and harder to land how to find a remote QA job. And most of the positions do not have any specific states limitations, so they're available statewide, but will require you to be located in the US territories. But sometimes I see that some of the job openings will require you to work during Eastern time zone, regardless of your location. For example, I am in Pacific. It might be not so convenient for me to apply for those jobs, but I do it anyway. So, and another limitation is sometimes job descriptions have a specific list of states where those companies allow to pay salary to hire from. Usually it looks like this. The job description is saying you must reside in one of the following states, and the list of states, sometimes it's just 4 states, sometimes it's 20 states, and it's really different combinations. Sometimes it's, for example, Texas is Florida, even Texas is not present in each and every case. So, and also, before we go to statistics, I would like to mention that if you consider moving to a different state or to reside in some specific state, you might also consider the states that do not have state income tax. There are 9 of them: Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, Wyoming. So let's see, in terms of these numbers are number of mentionings in those limitations. So not every state is mentioned everywhere. There are different criteria, different states. But anyway, from these 9 state income tax free, Texas goes on the top, then Washington, then Tennessee, New Hampshire, and somewhere on the bottom, Nevada, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Alaska. Let's see which state I mentioned more. So basically, if you want to have even more chances to land a job, you would look at those, besides those positions that doesn't have any limitations, you would also consider the statistics, which states are often allowed in the list of allowed states, in case if there are any kind of limitations in terms of states. So Texas, Georgia goes on the top, then Florida, Virginia, North Carolina, Washington, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Oregon, California. Surprisingly, California was not on the top. Utah, Tennessee, and everything else. I would not name each and every state. Feel free to pause the video and take a look. And I would also consider some other factors before choosing a state, like to live, like weather, disasters, and cost of living. For example, in this list, regardless that Washington state is state income tax free, Seattle is expensive city, California overall expensive state, Boston, specifically in Massachusetts, is expensive. Chicago in Illinois and Illinois overall. So do your own research and take into account all other factors. If I would be moving to somewhere or selecting state, I would choose, so currently I reside in Nevada, but I would probably move to Utah or even Texas, regardless if I like the weather or not, to have more job opportunities. Considering the economy state which we are in right now, with growing unemployment rate and economy overall is slowing down, probably Texas is your best bet for this. In terms of Texas, by the way, it's not even in Austin, the Austin that I would move to, because Dallas, as far as I remember, has even more job openings for software QA positions. So within the states themselves, there are some areas with higher density of open QA jobs. So besides selecting state, you should be wise in selecting a city itself within the state. So yeah, feel free to take a look one more time. I will scroll through all of my statistics. And doesn't basically mean that you should move out from your state. You should be able, well, it's harder and harder, but basically it's possible to find job in any state. Again, it's just some, let's say 20% amount of jobs that have such limitations, they will have this number of mentioned in terms of states. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.